everybody, and greetings from Warsaw, Poland, and welcome once again to Poland Daily Travel, the programme where we travel around Poland, showing you interesting things, and when we can't actually travel and show you things, like now when we have the pandemic, then we talk about travel in the hope that when we are able to travel, you're fully armed with new tips and tricks to make your journey, wherever it is, more enjoyable and more easy. And I'm delighted that we can join our regular host, Will Richardson, who is somewhere still at the other side of the Atlantic. Will, where are you?
I'm in Amarillo looking for an armadillo.
Excellent. Have you found one?
Not yet, I'm still looking.
Okay. And a man who's not looking because he's found immense genius and intellectual fortitude. It's our normal guest from Tallinn in Estonia, Harold von Kursk. Harold, fantastic to have you with us once again.
Good to be with you, Nicholas and Will.
Good. Now,
Harold,
let's assume...
how are things in Estonia? Are you recovering from your pandemic, or what's happening?
The cases have begun to taper off modestly. We were down from a high of 22% positivity rate, meaning 22% of people who are being tested randomly are testing positive for coronavirus. And now we're down to about 16%. So hopefully, since we've been in lockdown for 2 weeks now, this will continue. And by the end of April, maybe people will be able to walk the streets without mortal fear.
Excellent, excellent. Now, let's assume one day we will be able to travel again. And what about hotel room hacks, Will? You were going to tell us something about these.
A hack is a tip.
Yes.
Right. And there's a lot of things you can do to make your hotel room friendlier. And there are a few tricks here. One of them is that you can use a coat hanger to put in the door to prop the door open. When you're coming into if it opens the way where your closet is, you can use it to keep your door open, like a doorstop. When you're moving in and out of the hotel room, because you're carrying your bags, remember, and the hotel room door hits you in the face or something. That's no fun.
No.
Or you have to hold it with your foot while you're trying to get your bag around. You know, it's no good. You can't do that. It's no good at all. Another thing, hey, Harold, don't you hate it when you're in your room and there's that little gap between the curtains and you can't seem to close it, and that street light is shining through? And
yeah, I always keep the curtains open because I love the view and the light doesn't bother me from getting to sleep. I'm one of those rare people who actually always has the curtains open.
Really?
If I'm changing in front of a huge office block, I say, if they want to watch, it's okay.
Oh. So,
but I must say that when it comes to arriving at my hotel room, normally I have a gentleman who is carrying my bags for me, and I never have to worry about the problem of keeping the door open. He opens it for me, I walk in, he follows, I give him a few euros, and he walks out.
You give him how many euros do you give him?
If it's a top hotel, I give him 5. If it's just a normal hotel, I'd maybe give 2 euros, whatever I have in my pocket.
Yeah, just for showing willing. Well, there you go. But
yeah, you have to give the guy something, yes.
But not everybody travels like that. If you're traveling for business, you don't always stay. You know, the company's not always buying you such a splendid experience. But so if you wanted to close the gap with the curtains, though, you can use the clips on your coat hanger that they use for your trousers. You take those clips and you put them on the curtain edges, and voila. Never thought of that, did you?
No, never thought of that.
Never thought of that. You see, you can learn everything you need to know about travel on this show. Isn't it amazing?
It is.
Now, the other one. What about, have you ever lost or left behind your keys in a hotel room?
Yes, I just go to the front desk and get another one.
No, but your personal keys. Because I have.
I keep my personal keys in a secure place in my carry-on bag.
Yeah. Obviously, you're not drinking too much and staying up all night. If you're that well organized.
No, because the thought I dread the most is I come back from a big trip and I've maybe acquired another bag worth of stuff that I bought, and I arrive at the front door and I can't find my bloody keys. So a lot of energy has been wasted looking for my keys. So now I have one place, one place only, where I put my keys and an emergency credit card and an emergency packet of cash.
I think that's a great travel hack on its own.
It is, yes, very useful advice.
Yeah, it's very good. Well, have you ever forgot your phone charger?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I forgot my keys one time and my phone charger probably 3 or 4 times, right?
No, that's the worst thing that can happen, because not every hotel has a charger which works with your model phone. For example, I was in Rome after I'd already lived there for several years, and I was staying at a fairly cheap hotel in the Via Veneto, and I realized I'd forgotten my iPhone charger. And I went across the street, because my hotel was pathetic. I went across the street I can't remember the name of the hotel, but rather established. I think it was the Marriott, and they didn't have the charger for my then model iPhone, and it took me about half an hour before I found a hotel that had the charger I needed. And then, of course, you have to leave your phone there, and then you're desperately hoping that the concierge doesn't accidentally let somebody else make off with your phone.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's very brave of you.
But usually I have a special technical section of my carry-on bag, and I put my MacBook charging cable in there, as well as a iPhone charging cable as well. So I've solved the problem, for the last 10 years that way.
Good. Carry 2 is the answer.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
That's excellent.
To Rome, I had left my phone charger plugged in my hotel, which so many people do, alas.
Yes, that's very bad. But alas, and speaking of alas, time has defeated us once again. So we're going to have to bring this interesting discussion to a halt. But we'll be back on a future edition of Poland Daily Travel. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again next time.